Did you know you can create a glowing button like this with just HTML and CSS? And in this video, I'm going to show you how to create something like this with just HTML and CSS. Now, over here in my HTML, I have some button that is just having the class of glow btn, and I have some minimum styles over here that's just going to tell me that the background should be black, the height, display all the content as flex. So I'm going to put all the content at the center, and basically if we come back here, we just have a button over here. Okay, just a clickable button. All right, now let's move on. For me to create a glowing button, I would have to style my button. So I'm going to come here to my CSS, and I'm going to say I want to style the button with the class of glow btn. Now the first thing I'll need to do is give it some inner spaces. So for me to give it some inner spaces, I'm just going to say padding. Now the first value stands for the top and bottom, and the second value stands for the left and right. Now if we come back here, we have a very huge button. Oh my days, this is so big. All right, so let's continue. The next thing we need to do is I want to change this background color from white to the background color of black. So basically we just have this hidden stuff over here. Now the next thing we need to do is that I want to give it a color of white. For now, let's just use that color of white so we see the content inside of it, and also I want to give it a border. So over here I'm just going to say a border of 2 pixels solid. So let's use any color of our choice. I can use a blue color, and I can pick any color of my choice from this part. Alright, so basically we just have something like this. You can also change the color of our text also. Want it, yeah, you might not want it, so let's have something like this. Okay, look awful. Now we are going to create a glowing button over here, and we are going to see how it works. So I'm going to use border radius, and my border radius can be 6 pixels. So we'll have something like this. You can also make it much more rounded by just saying 60 pixels or 10 pixels, or even if you want it to be a circle, you can make it 100%. Now what we are going to do is that every 2 seconds I want my button to glow, and for me to do that I'm going to use what we call animation. Now under my animation is going to take the name of the animation, so I'm going to call it glow. It's also going to take how many seconds we want to run the animation, and it's going to take the animation iteration count. That means how many times do you want to run that animation. If you want to run it twice, just write 2 over here, but basically I want it to be infinite, so I'm just going to put infinite over here. Now over here I'm just going to come here and say add keyframes. Then my keyframe is going to take the name of my animation. Now what did I want to do? Under my animation, under 2 seconds, we have from the range of 0% to 100%, and in any percentage I want to do something. Let's start from 0%. Whenever our timing gets to 0%, I want to give my element a box shadow of inset. The right should be 0, the top should be 0, but the blurity should be 10 pixels, and the color should be something like this, but a little bit darker, right? So let's see that. And yeah, all right, so over here you are going to see that every 2 seconds you are having some kind of sharp stuff over here. So I'm going to reduce the color of this to be a little bit darker also. So let's make it lighter so we can actually see how it's all right. Now over here I'm just going to say on 50% I want the box shadow to also be inset, just like the normal one, 0, 0, 10 pixels. Then I want the color to be something lighter, so I'm just going to come here and make it lighter. Now if we come back here, we are going to have something like this, like a glowing stuff. We are going to realize it is glowing. Now the last thing I want to do is that whenever my content gets to the 100% of it, I want the box shadow over here to be the same thing as what we have over here in our 0%. So I'm just going to come here and do something like that. And if we come back here, we have this type of glowing stuff. Now we also want our text to glow, and to make our text glow, we can also make it a little bit lighter so we can see. Now box shadow is for making our box glow, and if you want to make your text glow, you are going to use text shadow. Now text shadow does not support inset, so you can just take that away. And if we come here, we are going to notice a little bit of glowing in our text. So if we make our text a little bit darker, you are going to see some glowing stuff in it. So let's just make it its normal color. Now over here in my 50%, I'm just going to say I also want my text shadow to be something like that, but the color should be this. And at my 100%, I'm going to just say I want my text shadow. Over here, if you notice something like this, you are going to see that even our text is glowing. Wow, that is nice. So let's make it like that so you can see something nice. So we come back here, we are going to realize that our text is also glowing. So basically everyone, this is how to create a glowing button with just HTML and CSS.